Hey everybody, this is Peyton from 4x4 USA, and I am currently sitting in front of our new 4x4 project. Let's take a tour. This is my 1993 Ford F250. It has the 460 big block attached to the 5-speed manual transmission. It's been rode hard and put away wet a few times, and I told myself when either A, the engine blew up, or B, the transmission blew up, I was going to tear it completely down to the frame and rebuild it. I personally like a flatbed pickup truck. This one didn't have a flatbed on it, but I got it for a stellar deal. A couple years ago, I had a 2001 Toyota Camry, and I bought it out of a field. Well, I needed a pickup. So I went down to the local dealership. I said, I have my Toyota Camry for sale, or for trade. And he goes, well, with your Toyota Camry and $1,000 cash money out of your pocket, you can walk away with this fine beauty. Well, I couldn't pass him up on the deal. So I shook hands and I drove it off the lot. It was definitely beat up. I mean, the radiator fluid was brown. It was not green, no matter how much I put into it. It had a massive oil leak, and it backfired every time I let off the throttle. Well, recently it just decided to give up the goose. I was coming home from work and the transmission gave out. I was doing about 70 and I immediately went to 35 miles an hour. So I had a long conversation with my wife, and we decided that it would be cheaper for me to rebuild this truck than go buy a brand new one. I don't like being in debt. So on a project like this, where do you start? And personally, I think I start from the front. So that's what I'm going to do. When I'm starting out to take a car apart, I really like the baggie system. Sandwich baggies, all the bolts or nuts or screws that go with a certain piece of equipment that go on your truck, and then a note to yourself. So then you know 6, 7, 8, 2 years from now, you know exactly what these bolts go to, and you're not trying to dig through just a bucket of nuts and bolts that all look alike. That'll also help you that if you're missing any, to go, I could replace that said bolt and it's this size. So just food for thought when you're taking stuff apart for a big project or any project at all. Get some sandwich baggies, write a note in there so you know what it is, and then just throw it in a bucket. And there you have it. I think it's also important that when you are building something, you have the proper tools. If you don't have the proper tools, you know, Harbor Freight always does a great job. You don't need the highest quality tools to do a project like this, especially if you're starting out or this is your first project. Basically, just go to Harbor Freight, get some tools just get some tools, and then start building. Start taking things apart. So ultimately, the main goal for me is to get all of this that's connected to the fenders disconnected. It's really crucial that I can get these fenders off and this outside frame here, so I can get to the motor and I don't have to pull, I don't have to fight the motor and transmission coming out. So we got the grill, the headlights, the inner grill, that's all off. So from our lights, we have all these wires. And it's important that we label these wires to be able to know what they are when it comes time to putting things back together. That's when I like to have a piece of blue painter's tape and a Sharpie marker, and I'll go and label every single wire that I disconnect. All right, just like that. Now I'm gonna do the other side. So ultimately, I can't stress this enough. Being organized. You need to be organized when building a car like this, or taking a car apart, because the more organized you are at the very beginning, the easier it will be later to put everything back together. Now, I just got done labeling both sides of the wiring that I've done for the headlights and the side markers and everything like that, and just start taking things off of the fenders because that's going to be our next step. Okay, we're here on the passenger side fender. We got a few things that we need to take off. We got to take off the charcoal canister, which is hard to see because there's just so much junk everywhere. The charcoal canister, the starter solenoid, some ground wires, the wiring harness. Well, gonna need, I don't know what this thing is, to be honest with you. Let's see if you can see what I'm looking at here. This thing right here, I have no idea what it is. I know it's for some exhaust system to make your exhaust not blow as much bad stuff into the atmosphere. However, I live in a state that I'm not required to have this, so I'm going to take it off and not put it on ever again, because I think that is not freedom. Anyways, yeah, let's start there and then we'll see what we got left. I'm pretty sure that this pickup was one time underwater, just based on all of the rust and water stains on everything. So, I mean, that's gonna be super fun when we start tearing like some of this stuff apart, because then we're gonna see if my theories and predictions are true. It just looks like there's a bunch of like river sediment in everything, and yeah, trucks aren't supposed to be underwater like that. 7:30 seconds it is then. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay. Of course, wires and junk and everything in the way. Well, yeah, comment below what you think this is, because I have no idea what this is. I'm going to keep it just in case I need it, but if it's part of any of that EGR atmospheric baloney, then I'm just going to toss it. All right, next thing's next. The battery is disconnected already, and it's been removed due to it blew up also. So there looks like a bunch of sniff dust down here, but if you do that, you're just gonna burn your brain, dropping the wrong kind of acid. Say your key switch ever goes out in your pickup truck, you can take a screwdriver like this, and you can just place them across these whatever, these studs. Wow, that took me a while. You can place them across these studs and the pickup truck will turn over and start. Fun fact. Bada bing, bada boom. There's another piece right there. Thing is just becoming more. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. We've already come into our first problem. I have twisted. There goes. Yeah, look at that. Just twisted right off. That's just due to excessive years of that rusty, nasty water being on there. So, oh, that one broke off too. Oh well. It's literally just an empty soup can. I think it's pretty wild to me that, like, I mean, this truck is being over 20 years old, and I mean, it's in pretty good condition for what it is. It's banged up, but it's really not like fully rusted out, to be honest with you. It just needs some love. So once I take these bolts out, I mean, one side is gonna still be hinged up, but I might have to get a stick or something to hold this hood up, because I don't yet want to take this hood off. So I'm just gonna use this handy dandy paddle that I have, and hopefully it holds. Oh, very nice. Yep, I trust it with my life. So here we are, the underside of the fender. We got some really tiny screws in the bottom of this holding the plastic liner in, and I can already tell you they are gonna be a pain in my tuchus. So we'll start with a screwdriver and take this chrome piece off, maybe. Usually this is the point where you struggle with this kind of stuff, because you got 20 years of road grime and nastiness built up on these screws, and they don't necessarily always like to come out. Last thing is, I think, the bolts inside the fender and this one right down here. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one right here. I can feel it. Oh, yeah, look at that thing. Maybe. It's crunchy. Okay, what I have left is the two bolts, I think, that are in. I love Ford, I love Ford, I love Ford. Tell me why I can't get this fender off my truck. Tell me why it is really stuck. Ha ha! Ha ha! I can see. This fender doesn't really matter because it's all crunch, so. Yeah! One fender down. I had to use my Arnold Schwarzenegger. F250, one fender is done. One more to go. Well, I got one fender out today, and the grill and the lights. However, I did not do the other one, and the sun is going down, and as you all know, I work in the Big Sky Garage, aka outdoors. But come back and follow me and watch again. Like, subscribe, and comment what your favorite Ford motor is. And if anybody says Triton, you're wrong. Well, thanks for watching, and again, God bless.